doing today?
I am well. I am well. I am well. Are you ready for today's topic?
I'm ready. I've been trying to
You
be
are motivated.
motivated. Yeah, motivated, working on my motivators for today's topic.
That's right, because today we're going to talk about motivators. And those motivators is sort of my fancy word for plain old motivation, right? So what is the core reason why our characters and the people in our books do the things that they do? I tell you, that is a make or break deal. If they are motivated by a weak or a selfish reason to do what they're doing, I'm out of there. I'm out of there. I've got to have more.
Yeah, because you can't relate to that kind of value structure, or you just don't care. It's probably
And
easier to stick with it if you can't relate than if you just absolutely don't care.
that's right. The I don't care is, I think, even worse than if you hate it, because then you feel, well, maybe they will change along the way, and because I really, really do want them to become better people, right? But yeah, but still at the beginning they can really, really cheese you off if they don't do it right.
Yeah, if they
So
don't get it
everybody,
right.
that is going to be our question for today,
I
is
think you
what
should
are
go
some of
first.
your favorite motivations in a book? And let us know in the comments below. And if you're liking or what you hear, then hit that subscribe button and hit that like button. We'd love you forever. So Tracey,
You're going to make
forever.
me go first. I was like, you should go first, but okay, I'll go first. This is from a girl that reads a lot of self-help, a lot of
Oh
self
yeah.
that quest to be the best person you can be. But an underlying motive within that is reinventing yourself, because you've messed up and you have to do better. And you feel like you need to just reinvent, start over. So we follow the people on their journey to reinvent themselves.
And that is actually tied in with one of my favorite motivations. Yes, because reinventing the self sometimes means going back into the past and fixing, or at least recognizing, your past mistakes. So I love the redemption. I love the redemption, especially if it's going to involve having to confront that former romantic partner that you had and fessing
Especially.
up to the fact that you ran out of town because you were afraid to commit, or you brushed them off thinking that they didn't care without even first asking or delving into that complexity of emotion, and
Absolutely.
there they are, ready to face it. It's the redemption motivation is the perfect setup for a terrific second chance romance, I
Oh,
think.
I love it. You made your mistake reinventing yourself, scared to tread those waters a little bit, right? And we watch the
Right.
person through their journey of growing and building that self-confidence so that they're a more appealing mate for someone.
Right.
And
And of course,
they,
right at the beginning, we can see it all. We can see it all laid out, right?
yeah,
They just gotta, yeah, be that better self.
be
And
a
if the
man.
reinvention comes along side by side with what's going to be their future partner, all the better.
Yeah, it's so nice to watch, isn't it? Lovely to watch.
It is in real life too. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So what else have you got for me today?
It's connected to the other one, but leveling up. So you're pretty good. Your life is good. Everything's pretty good. And you just are going to level up. Maybe get that little bit of a better job. Maybe grasp that level of mindfulness that you've just been hoping to get. More on this probably self-improvement line, but the leveling up takes you down a different path, like an unexpected treasure that comes into your life, right?
Right, because like with all characters and all people, we're just happy to stay in the rut.
Oh yeah, it's very comfortable.
It is. It is very comfortable. It has worked for us up to the present. And why couldn't it not just go on like that forever?
Why not?
Right. But I guess, that's always hard, because we're always thinking about, okay, how can we level up? And then
And
how
stay
can
the
we
same.
not leave our integral self behind? Right. So,
It's like the icing on the cake, right? Everything's pretty good. It would just be a little bit nicer maybe with this level up, but you
right.
don't want to step out of it. It's like
Right.
maintaining where you are because you're happy with icing on the cake.
That's right. Leveling up is equal to the icing on the cake bit. The only cautionary thing I would feel about leveling up, the importance for me that it is not dwelling in yourself over much. Like
Right.
you want to level up, but at the same time, the great motivators for me are those where they're doing it. It's a sacrifice. They are doing it for someone else. So I am a sucker for a great family motivator. I'm doing, they're doing it for the son or the daughter or the aging parent. And I'm all over that. I'll totally buy that one every last single time.
Let me add this caveat. Leveling up. I like that as a motivator. And then the love interest comes in and points out how, through their actions, right, through the relationship building, how they don't need that or takes them in a different direction, kind of a different pathway. But the initial motivator is to try to level up. Does that make sense?
That's right. That's where you can go, okay, I can buy into you, but then it's tied to that earlier video we did on 4 character traits, and you pointed out you liked ambition, like they needed to be going after something. So if it's that connecting, leveling up with ambition, and connect that with the love interest, and then they push forward, that is
into something new, a third
ideal.
thing, maybe. He's got his thing, she's got her leveling up or whatever, and together they go into a third thing.
Right. They open that business that they thought neither one thought that they had enough energy or money for, or they can become a blended family. He or she didn't think that they could ever be a great caregiver, but they're forcing themselves to keep expanding, open, caught up in the love for the other. Yes.
Oh yeah.
That is,
and the sum, like they're greater than the sum of the parts, basically. Love that kind of theme.
That's very succinctly put. Look, that was my big word.
I liked it. That's a $5 word if I ever heard one.
So what have we got coming up for our next video, Tracey?
Next video, we have 4 great settings for a romance. Not just the barn, not just the combine.
What?
I don't know. I was just thinking farm gals talk. I was thinking like a farmy romance in a combine. You know, they have little like trainer seats in combines now. It's very fascinating. Well, like in tractors. I was researching John Deere's for a book, and they have these little trainer seats beside the big seat. It's kind of neat.
For the kids?
I think it's for your poor hired help that gets to learn, or an alternate driver, a child. It doesn't look very comfortable, but better than sitting on the arm of the tractor, which maybe some of us have done that.
Yes.
Maybe we've done that.
And the fender was rounded, so it wasn't even like sitting on a flat area.
Yeah, just hope you don't. Hope it's not too dusty and slippery that day.
That's right. And then I remember leaning down to kind of hold on to the back light on the tractor, so you're on an angle, rounded angle, and then you're bending down too. Yes.
Yeah,
it was
it's
legal,
a good idea.
I guess.
All of it's a good idea. Now picture a romance set there.
Oh, yes.
Maybe don't do that.
Well, if you've seen the inside of some of the tractors now with their high level computerization.
Yeah.
Farming is no longer just, someone with a grade 3 education sitting in on a rusty tractor putting around the field. It is high level.
If you were in grade 3 right now, I'm sure you would just intuitively know how to operate them, and you could just sit in it because it's GPS. So you it's like, hey, Sonny, would you go out and combine that field for me?
Well, that's all well and fine until the combine still breaks down. They have still not invented a combine that does not break down at the worst possible time.
No computer chip for that yet.
No. All right. I'll talk to you later, girl.
Okay. Remember, comment, like, subscribe.
Yes.
Have a good week.
All right. Bye.